and welcome to This Week in Racing. Boy, we've got a lot of things to talk about. Some major things that have happened in recent days and in upcoming days in racing, especially with that Memorial Day weekend. I'd like to take a look back to a few days back and see, what's going on in the world of racing. Houston Speedway, nothing going on there. A second consecutive rain out at Houston Speedway. This past Sunday night was supposed to be the season opener for the 410 Outlaw Sprint Cars, and that did not happen. Rain came down again for a second week in a row. Rapid Speedway in Rock Rapids, Iowa, also with a rain out Friday night. River City Speedway, Grand Forks, North Dakota. Let's go up north. Mark Dobmeyer, multiple-time champion at the River City Speedway and Houston Speedway, a regular around this area. Regular at Knoxville as well. Got his first win with his new team, driving that Jimco number 13 car after splitting up with Dave Lenstra of Sioux Falls, the car owner. Dusty Zomer of Sioux Falls in the Buffalo Wild Wings number 82 car came in second. That was up there at the small bull ring up there at River City Speedway. World of Outlaws action out in Pennsylvania. On our last Outside the Oval, we talked about the World of Outlaws out there, out east. Greg Hodnett won for the Pennsylvania Posse, and then a couple nights later on Friday night, the World of Outlaws strike back with Donnie Schatz taking the victory at Williams Grove out there in Pennsylvania. The battle between the Pennsylvania Posse and the World of Outlaws went on hold Saturday night with rain coming down out there too. Knoxville Raceway Saturday night, we've got a lot to talk about. Justin Henderson of Sioux Falls won the 410s. We congratulate him. Danny Lasowski was second. Ian Madsen came in third. Now, big story. Back in the car, Terry McCarl, broken vertebrae. Last week we featured a story on him and wished him a speedy recovery. And his return to racing was unknown. Well, we got the answer. He came back Saturday night, scored fourth in his comeback. 360 sprints, Wayne Johnson from Knoxville won. Then a couple of Sioux Falls drivers came across in second and third with Justin Henderson. He won the 410s. He came across second in the 360 sprints, followed by Sioux Falls' Clint Garner. Now, big story, of the biggest story of all, history was made at Knoxville Raceway Saturday night. For the first time ever, a female driver wins a feature race in sprint car action, and quite a girl too. A high school senior, valedictorian no less, straight A student, I want to add that. McKenna Haase of Des Moines, Iowa, won the 305 sprint car feature on Saturday night at Knoxville. Then she graduated from high school the next day on Sunday. Not much sleep either. She was up, I understand, till 4 o'clock in the morning, responding to Twitter messages and so on from fans that were congratulating her. She had a hard time getting out of the speedway at Knoxville Saturday night. There people were lined up, including fellow drivers, veteran drivers, lined up to congratulate her. So a historic thing there. Coming up Friday night, let's look ahead on what's on tap now. The Spring Sprint Car Nationals at Jackson Speedway in Jackson, Minnesota on Friday night. The National Sprint League will be there. Pays $10,000 to win. That's going to be a big showdown. Houston Speedway, 2 nights of action, Sunday night and Monday night. 2 separate races, 2 separate things lined up. Sunday night, the National Sprint League will make their debut at Houston Speedway. And then Monday night, the MSTS 360 Sprint Cars return. We saw a great show with those guys back on May 3rd. We're looking forward to another big one Monday night and a special appearance by Dirt Late Models. You don't see late models racing at Houston Speedway very often. The last time late models were on hand, I'm working from my memory, I want to say it was 2006. So we're going back nearly 10 years. Memorial Day weekend, a big weekend for racing everywhere. I hope you caught my story earlier this week on Indy 500. Scott Dixon will race off the pole there. NASCAR's Coca-Cola 600 down at Charlotte. Oh boy, do I have some memories going to that track down there. Charlotte, North Carolina. Of course, the Coca-Cola 600 runs this weekend as well. So lots of racing. We'll cover it all on the upcoming Outside the Ovals. Please join us.